Hi, my name is not Dychronic, and today we're going to show you who the Xur is.
Who the Xur is.
It is not behind me right now, I swear.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, my name is Dychronic, and today, showing you the Xur's inventory and everything available, random rolls and recommendations for the Xur and all that one. Today, unfortunately, there is no woman in my bed. Instead, she is a lot closer, and she wanted to make a cameo in this video.
Yeah, I'm cute as fuck.
The Xur can be found in his regular location on Titan, so just head over to the rig, make your way over to this section over here, inside this little hut over here, and you can find the Xur. This is a high overview of everything that he does have available, in case that's all you cared about. Starting up with the weapon today, we have the exotic sword known as Black Talon. Very special sword because the heavy attack shoots out projectiles, which is very, very nice in PvP, allowing you to actually get range with a sword. Outside of that, it has a pretty standard set of perks. To be honest, I don't really find that there's a big place for swords in the meta these days, but I would say that as far as PvP goes, this is going to be your best PvP option for swords. Moving on to the Warlock Exotics, we have the Lunafaction Boots, one of my favorite exotics in the entire game. I believe I put it at number 2 out of all the Warlock Exotics in the game. Basically, your rifts gain the additional ability to increase your weapon's reload speed, and empowering rifts make the weapon more effective over longer range. That's actually doubling the range in the empowering rift. Now, what makes this thing so important is that it makes it so your reload is basically the maximum that it can possibly be, meaning that if you're doing a DPS phase against a boss, you're definitely going to need a Warlock with Lunafaction Rift. So basically, every single raid you have to have a Lunafaction, Attunement of Grace, Warlock on your team, and this exotic is demanded for that every single time. Outside of that, it's also really nice for doubling your range with hand cannons or shotguns or anything that you want double range on empowering rifts or just want faster reload. This is just an all-powerful and exotic that I would highly recommend you pick up if you don't have one. As far as the roles go, having a primary in resilience, a secondary in strength is not really good focus for this particular exotic or just in general, so I'd say a very below average role for a very above average exotic. And then lastly, it does have an ornament here that makes it look orange, but outside of that, the model doesn't change very much. Coming up next for the Hunter exotic, we have the Wormhusk Crown, basically my favorite PvP exotic for the Hunter. And if you did not know its main perk called Burning Souls, dodging gives you a small amount of health and a shield bump, allowing you to survive a little bit longer, last a little bit longer in engagements, and just in general, a really good defensive strategy if you like this. As far as the roles go, having a primary in recovery and a secondary in strength is a very good synergy for this exotic because recovery has to do with recharging your health, and if you want to get a shield bump and health back, most likely you like to focus on recovery, which is a great synergy, and strength, oftentimes you're close range with people, so it's a very good synergy, very above average role for a very above average exotic. And then finally for the Titan exotic, we have the Stronghold Gauntlets. It's basically going to be your sword gauntlets for the Titan. Guarding with swords increase your movement speed and does not drain ammo. Shots blocked immediately after guarding will heal you. So the idea here is you're defending a lot with the sword, making the defense part of the sword a lot more applicable. But in general, I would rather have like a sentinel shield in front of me than a sword. So overall, this is an exotic that has a use, but is never being used because the use case is never useful. Oh, actually, it does have an ornament. I didn't think it had an ornament because it came out in Joker's Wild, but it does have an ornament that makes it just very slightly different. As far as the roles go, having a primary in strength is obviously a good synergy with any Titan build, especially considering this is sword based, so you got to be very close range. A secondary in resilience and a tertiary in discipline is also a very good role to have and a very good synergy with this exotic. So a very above average role for a very below average exotic. And that's going to be pretty much it for the Xur. Make sure you're picking up your 5 of Swords for your highest scoring Nightfalls, your Invitation of the Nine for some powerful gear, as well as lore and all that whatnot. And then finally, the Faded Engram, guaranteed to give you an exotic world drop from year 1 and year 2 if that you do not have. But that's it. That's going to be the end of the Xur. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, any concerns, any quips, any whatevers you want. It's in the comments down below. Let me know. But that's it. Hope you enjoy. My name is Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.